Good morning, everyone. Today is August 26, 2017. Right now it's roughly about 7:30 a.m. It's been quite some time since I did a video regarding my Honda S2000 right here behind me. Obviously, I just took the cover off. Haven't been driving it that much. So yeah, it's been a while since I did any instructional video. So I'm just gonna quickly show you guys things that I wanted to do today to the car. Okay, guys, let's get in the car. Oops, I think I locked the car. Oh, there's a log. Okay, so overall the car doesn't have any problem with this, but it's been a long time coming. I don't know if you guys could see right here, the strap is wearing off. So today I decided to fix this problem. A while back, probably a long time ago when I bought the car, it was like this already. It was like this. Same thing goes for this side. I don't know if you can see, look at that, it's all torn. And I've been doing some research about replacing it, but I like it to be original, factory style, new. But apparently, they say that it costs a lot of money to fix this. And online, there's a alternative, like someone buying like some similar strap and then just kind of go over it, on top of it. So let me quickly show you guys. I personally doesn't like the idea of that. I'm still having problem with it. But doesn't have a choice. I mean, that's probably the cheapest route. I actually seen a lot of it on YouTube. So that's the strap that it came with it. I got this from Modify. Actually, I think the only place that anybody could get it from is from Modify.com or something like that. Like if you go to Google and type in Honda S2000 Modify convertible strap or something like that, this should be pop up, and it costs $20. $3 shipping, depends on what area you live. I live in California, so $3 on shipping. It only came with this and a instruction sheet. Honestly, you don't even need all this. You don't even have to redo it. The main thing that you need is this diagram right here, guys. So this diagram, this is the back side and this is the front, the pillar, these two. So as you could see, each strap came with these metal pins right here. Yeah, metal pins. So what you do is that you basically lock it in. You see these holes, you basically lock in the pin. And the way how the idea of this strap is that obviously you can't really twist the pins, and the way how they lock it in is by wrapping around it, so the outside strap will hold it in, if you could see it clearly. So the inside in the pin stick into the wall or whatever you call it, and then this outside strap going to go over it, putting tension against this pin so that it doesn't fall out. Same thing for this side, you strap it. So I think the bottom should be easy. The tough part should be the top, where you have to pull along with it. I watch a lot of YouTube video on people who does it, so there's probably a lot of video out there who has better instructional video. If you guys want, you could watch their the stuff that they showed you. It's kind of hard for me because I'm using my cell phone to record this. I think the instruction talk about using a scissors. The reason why I didn't like the strap is that I wasn't able to remove the original thing on it. So I'm going to try my best to make it clean as possible by using one of these knives. I might be using a strap, one of these as well. Let me quickly get the top down and show you what I mean by that. Okay, so let's quickly talk about this. So they wanted you to have your top a little bit more than halfway. So as you can see, halfway is like right here straight up, so a little bit more than halfway. And the stuff that I was talking about, reason why I didn't feel like getting that modified, prefer the OEM is because the modified strap is that you cannot really take the bottom one out. You can't really do it clean. You basically go over this original. So the only thing you do is you cut the old strap, but at the same time you still have these strap underneath that, which I didn't like the idea. They say that if you go to a dealership, they have to drill these rivet out and then replace it to put the OEM in. And as you can see, the OEM is a lot more skinnier, whereas the modified, the aftermarket one, is a lot wider. So the idea of that is just sticking in the pins that you see sticking in, and then go around it so that it'll keep it in and hold it down. But yeah, I'm still having problem with it. Is that I just didn't like the idea that, you know, I don't have a problem with sticking in, but it's just like you wasn't able to clean this part out, the strap underneath this. Yeah, that's about it. So one thing that if you could take away from this installation is that it's different from most people that who doesn't tell you on the YouTube, is that you see this piece of metal bar. So you basically have to, it's kind of hard, you basically have to remove this whole thing, but the distance itself is kind of far, so when you installing it, it's kind of hard. But what you could do is you could just pull this back. Look at that. After you pull this back, the distance from this is the back, the rear and the front is so close, the distance, so that you don't really have to pull really hard just to get it installed, because it's right there, like right next to it. I don't know, I'm not sure it's mine like defective or something, or is it supposed to come back, but mine it does that, like you could just push it back. I don't know why a lot of people on YouTube doesn't mention that, or maybe their bar wasn't able to do that, but mine is able to like just push it back. But like I say, have your top like more than halfway, just a little bit more than half, and cut it out. So I'm going to try my best to cut it out. I could use the scissors, but I want to use a knife to cut it clean. But for you guys are doing it, obviously just be precautionary, you know, don't cut your top or anything like that. The back might be a little bit tough because the back is kind of like it's very close to the top, convertible top. So just push it, you know, just push it a little bit and then just try to cut it clean. But anyway, I'm going to cut it right now. Okay guys, so I got it removed ready. As you can see, the OEM is really thin in compared to the modified, the one that you buy aftermarket. It's a lot more wider. The length itself is shorter. I think it's mostly due to the fact that this is torn and wear out, so over time it stretches, as you can see, to that length. I try my best to cut as much as possible out, so I cut all the way towards the end, right, like closer to the rivet. But of course I couldn't cut anything underneath the rivet because the piece of metal is covering it. But you know, honestly, I prefer the OEM, where if I have to, you know, the necessary tooth for it or enough money, I'll probably have the dealership do it, you know, remove the rivet and draw like a brand new one, maybe get something like a thick band like that to replace it. Also, one thing that I need to mention is that when you start cutting this, if yours is really old, because this vehicle, this car is a 2007, and I don't think it has ever been replaced. When you're cutting it, because it's really dry and brittle, so a lot of dust is coming off of it when you're cutting it. And while you're cutting it, obviously you'll be pulling it on this side. Well, I was pulling it, so there was a lot of dust and these debris that coming off on this thing. So just be careful, try not to breathe it in. Yeah, as you see, these are two sides. One's wider than the other one. I believe the wider one goes outside, and then the skinnier one goes inside. So it'll be like this for this side, for this one. So if you need more information, look at the instruction or look at other people's YouTube, you know, they'll probably give you more information about. But in general, you know, I noticed that other people doesn't talk about how you could push this down to make it a lot shorter. As you can see, after you put it down, look at that, the distance. This is the older one right here. That's where you plug in, and this is the newer one, so it's right here. So yeah, it's good. I'm going to quickly put one on right now and then show you guys what's going to happen. Okay, guys, so I'm just want to quickly show you guys what I did. So let's use this one instead as an example. So they have a smaller one and the larger one. The larger one is the one that's facing outside towards you. So for this side, the driver's side, I will have this side going in like this way. Yeah, and then for the passenger side, you'll flip around, and that big piece right here, this side, will go towards the other side. One thing that I learned at first, I had to say, it is a lot easier to have this bar right here, this bar coming down, because originally it's supposed to be up here, which giving it a lot. Sorry for the glare. So the bar's supposed to be up there, so it's giving it a lot of tension. It's really hard to install it. So but if you move it down, as you could see, it's easier. Obviously there wasn't any tension, as you could see. Like, there's no tension. This is a new belt that I just put in, a new strap that I just put in. But the downside is that, as you see, this thing does not go over around this thing, so it's not, basically it's not holding it tight, you know. So this piece right here might just come off. So I'm not sure if that's correct, but if you pull it up, as you could see, if I pull it up, then the strap is actually going around the pins, and it's holding the pins in, which that's why you want it. But I don't know, it's mine, this metal piece is defective or what, but it actually moved back. So maybe those other people that on YouTube, their piece of metal doesn't go back, but mine does. But actually it make it easier to install, but I don't know if it's going to hold. Maybe I need to wrap around one more time or something. Let me give this a try. Hold on. Okay, quickly show you guys what happened after installation. So as you can see, a brand new strap right here. Same thing for this side. It's kind of bright right now. So I don't think it's good, the product. As you can see, there's a huge bulging point right here, and I felt like it's giving more tension to the convertible top itself. So the chance is that, the reason why I say that is pushing out against more. So I don't know, it might cause like a leak or something. Don't worry about that. That doesn't leak. I tested it already. It's just tiny holes. It's normal for air breathe or something. I don't know what you call it. But overall, I don't like it. And I think, you know, since I have the strap, I personally think this strap is really good. You know, it's thick, it's wide, it's elastic. So down the road, I might find a shop who could drill the, I'm pretty sure a lot of shop that does that could drill the rivet out. So I might have them drill it out and then put in a new one using this this strap right here. Yeah, but I think it might be kind of tough for them because the rivet is on this side. So for the two to actually hit this angle, I don't want them to rip the convertible top out, as you see, especially the rear one, because the rivet is like facing outward. So I don't know how they're going to drill this out. I think the people, when they change this, oftentimes they probably change the convertible top. That's when they do the strap. But anyway, overall, I hate it. So yeah, another problem that I encounter is that when I put my top down, because the tension is so hard, it pulls this bar back right away. So I guess what I'm trying to say is that when I take the top down, the tension on this bar right here, this thing right here, it pulls this bar back. It goes back too fast that it's going to hit this pillar right here. This roll cage, or whatever the OEM roll cage. So what I mean by that is, I don't feel like showing it, but I'll do it anyway. So I'm putting a top down right there. Do you guys see it? It just popped right there.
so it popped down way too quick that if I lower anymore, this ball right here is going to hit the pillar. It wasn't supposed to go down that quick. It's supposed to be a line on top right here and slowly go down and go over it. Because it pulled the ball down, yeah, that's what happened. And after it pulled the ball down, as you can see from this side, the strap just came off. Yeah, the strap just came off, but apparently on this side it haven't came off yet. But like I say, the metal thing come down way too quick. So I don't know if you guys have any idea, let me know. But if not, you know, most likely I'll just take it to like one of these mechanic shop or body shop, just have them drill the rivet out and then like punch a new one in or something like that. Because I think the tension and stuff is way too strong. But thinking about it, I'm not even sure what's the purpose for this strap anyway. Because I tried removing both strap and take the top down, and it's perfectly fine. It doesn't affect anything. I mean, I know people say that when you put the top down, the thing doesn't go all the way down or something like that, but I don't know. Mine's fine though. It's not making a big deal and it's not causing any wear, and I've been using it for quite some time. Maybe in the long run it might be a bad thing, but anyway, I'm going to fix the other side right now and just close the top. Well, anyway, thanks for watching. If you guys have any recommendation or comments, leave it below.